Residents of Coffee Farm who've been living in a community shelter for the past month are still waiting for help to rebuild their homes which were damaged by the floods in KwaZulu-Natal in April. Let's get you a live update on the situation with Karinda Jagmohan, our reporter who's been out to various parts of KwaZulu-Natal. Karinda, what have you found in Coffee Farm today?
Indeed. So like you mentioned, it's been a month since the flood hit here in Coffee Farm, which is just west of the Durban CBD. Residents have still been living in this community hall, many of them speaking about the struggles that they've experienced living here for the past month, relying then on people who are coming through with relief aid, with food, and also having to live in an area with a number of people trying to bathe themselves, look after their children, and one woman also telling us that it's been a trying time for her where she witnessed her entire home crashing down, and actually 2 weeks after, fortunately she was able to have help, someone sent through a psychiatrist to speak to her because she couldn't sleep. She's been having sleepless nights and also just living here in the condition that she's living. She's wondering how and when she'll be able to get her own home. Her name is Thabile Hlatshwayo. Ma, thank you for speaking to us. Can you just describe for us how you saw your home come down last month, exactly 1 month ago?
Ngabona indlu yami kwakade kunemvula ngomhla ka-11 April. Imvula yayinkulu. Ithe mayifika le mvula ngabona mangithi ngiphuma ngaphandle ngabona sekunomsele phambi komnyango. Ngaphuma ngaya kamakhelwane ngayohlala khona ngo-2 o'clock ebusuku imvula indlu yawa ngaleso sikhathi leso. So umoya wami nje awuzange right ngoba ngaba ne-stress 2 weeks yonke ngine-stress. So bafika-ke bezongimotivate laba abama-social worker nabanye ngabathi ukuba right kancane. Namanje angakabi right ngoba ebusuku ngiyengiphaphame ngicabanga.
Ma, you've been living here, sleeping on this bed for the past month. What has this been like for you, not being able to be in your own home?
Akukho right ukuhlala ehholo ngoba kusikwami. Ku right mangathola enye indlu ngohlala khona. Ngakhelwe uhulumeni mhlambe mangabe engasisiza asixhase ngaloko asixhasa ngakho bese siyahamba ke sohlala kulezo zinto. Ngoba la ukuhlala la ehholo akukho mnandi, siyagodola kwenzakala into engakukho nje safe futhi. Yeah.
What about your local councillor, Ma? I'm hearing from the community that you're having trouble getting in contact with your councillor.
I-counselling yona iyaba right for mina. Lokho kwesikhashana kodwa kuyavuka lokho ukuthi mina kade nginesesimene esinjeyana. Yeah.
So going forward, how are you going to rebuild? Do you know what you're going to do or when you're going to be able to come out of this shelter?
I don't know nothing. Ayikho nje into engiyaziyo ngoba kufanele ngiqale phansi ngiyokwakha umuzi omusha. Nginalutho. Kwahamba konke kwahamba namanzi. Ayikho nje into enginayo kufanele ngiqale phansi. Ngaso sikhathi angisebenzi ngihola imali kahulumeni.
1 month later, if there's someone that is watching that can help you, perhaps a member of the local government, what message do you want to send to the public?
The government doesn't see the government. Angibonanga government. Lokho ngibona laba bafana sihlala nabo la. Ama-organizer ayasifunela ukudla, sifune nempahla zokugqoka. Ku-right nje basiphethe kahle futhi abanankinga. Yebo.
Siyabonga. Hlatshwayo, Thabile Hlatshwayo, speaking here. My colleague Pilane Zuma just showing you, some of the women who've allowed us to come into what is their home now, the mattresses that they sleep on every night donated to them, and relying again on assistance from those who are coming in with food, those who have saved some of the luggage from their homes. Mam Hlatshwayo saw her home being washed away at 2 o'clock in the morning. Fortunately, she wasn't in her house at that time because of the torrential rain falling. She felt that something was going to be wrong and she managed to escape in the nick of time. Now this is her home and she doesn't know for how long she's going to stay here. She doesn't know what the way forward is going to be in order to rebuild. And that is the situation for many people. There are 98 community shelters that Kokta is speaking about that they know of. And of course, temporary residential units are being built. But in the interim, many people, more than 7,000 who've been left homeless, many are living in community shelters like this. And in the meantime, we hear from COCTA that disaster funds that were meant to be allocated to this province is yet to be handed over to the province. And then the cost of damage to public and private infrastructure has amounted to 25 billion rand. This is money the province doesn't have currently in their budgets, and money that will need to be found as budgets are reprioritized. But for now, for people on the ground, 1 month later, this is the situation in KZN in eThekwini.